I just be wanting that moment to find someone that could really like show me that love. And it's hard, you know, it's really difficult being in this situation and not being able to find love. No! Oh, I was too slow. My bad. Come through, Clementine! Come through! Okay, grab it. Come on. Oh! Right! Fuck him out! Oh! Push. You got to push. Hey, you got to push. Hey.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in to 8 Connection TV. Subscribe, baby. Also, check out my 2 new channels, 8 Connection TV 2 and ACTV Games. When you go through those channels, subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? I am here to talk about Play On, Playa. Right, nah, not really. It's entitled Play On, Season 3, Episode 11, Empire on Fox. Yeah, Empire. I love this show. I love Season 3. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was meh. Season 3 is better. The writing is better. The witty one-liners is better. And each individual gets a chance to shine and be their character more so than Season 2. So, I have to tell you, after last week's episode of Cookie going crazy and, you know, becoming the Tasmanian devil, ripping shit up, you know, using her hot sauce to, you know, destroy the piano, destroy his plaques, and everything like that, and to knock him outside his motherfucking, that shit was hilarious. She knocked the hell out of him, and he was dazed out on the floor in blood and everything. I was like, yes! You know? This episode leads us into the aftermath of all of that, you know? Cookie is upset. She's in the shower like she got raped in her butthole. And, you know, we see edits from her in the shower wiping off the blood and giving the ugly face cry. And, you know, the people at Lucious's place, Empire, cleaning it up, replacing shit and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, she really fucked some shit up. She really was just like, oh, hell no. You not, after I did all this, you know, she reminded me of Candace, aka Vivica Fox. I counted $22,000 by hand for you. And this is how you gonna repay me? You tell me what the fucking procedure is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know what that's from? Tell me if y'all know that movie, where that movie's from. But anyway, we get past that, and Cookie goes to see Candace. And, you know, they're talking about the whole thing that happened, and she's like, you know, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for what I did. And Candace's like, you shouldn't feel that bad. You didn't kill him. You should have, but you didn't. And I'm like, oh, you know, it's always good to see some good old G's. Not old, O-L-D, but old G's. You know, paying, you know, respect. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting that we've had so many phenomenal stars on Empire, but nothing has happened. Nothing has come out like the whole Nia Long. And anyways, I don't even want to deal with that shit because, you know, Nia Long character comes on, and I have to say that I'm kind of against her now, even more so. I don't know, it's terrible, right? I should give her a chance. I should give her a chance. But you know, it's whatever. When you love someone like Taraji P. Henson playing Cookie, which by the way, she really doesn't like playing Cookie anymore, and it sucks. Because, you know, I read this interview where she was saying that the writers are just going to the extreme every fucking episode with Cookie, and the roller coaster of emotions that she has to always give every freaking episode, it can be exhausting. And I'm like, wow, I feel for her. But she doesn't want to do Cookie anymore. And it kind of sucks because if Cookie goes, there's no Empire. Period. Period. But, you know, everybody else is doing other things. You know, the artists are doing other things. And Terrence Howard was always going to find work. And Taye Diggs is just on the show. But everybody's going to always find work. But, you know, there's no Empire without Cookie, period. Cookie then says that, you know, once again, she reminds us that, you know, Lucious was her first in over 20 years, was the only. And I'm like, damn, that's one John to be hopping on all the time. And you don't know what any other John feels like. You don't know what any other guy feels like. You know what I'm saying? At least through those 20 years, mind you, 17 of those years, she was locked up. So, I mean, she really ain't doing nothing with a dude in an all-female prison. But at the same time, that still sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because experiences is everything. Yes, indeed. I mean, not too much experience, but enough experience because you want to be able to decipher and figure out if this is hot or if it's not. You know what I'm saying? How can you really do that if you don't experience or experiment? Anyways, outside of that, in the flashback, we see Lucious and Cookie have their first experience in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn because her father kicked her ass out. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to be all fast and shit and running around and doing the music thing and not going to school and, you know, taking care of responsibilities. Right. So we get past that and she's like, you know, I need to tell Angelo everything that happened. And I'm like, you damn right. You damn right you need to tell him. You damn right. If you like him, you need to tell him, goddamn it. Candace's like, no. Tell him what? You didn't do anything. All you did was went cookie crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. That's all you did. But you didn't do anything, so there's nothing to tell. Lucious will not ruin something great in your life again. And I'm like, well, it wouldn't be Lucious, it would be Cookie, because everything that transpired was between Cookie, started from Cookie anyway. So, you know, Cookie kissed Lucious. Lucious didn't kiss Cookie. So, you know, this is all Cookie's fault. It is. And she should tell Angelo that it means nothing, but it happened. Because when you refrain and you withhold information from someone that you apparently like, especially with a kiss or something like that, they're not going to be as forgiving as you would want them to be. Just saying. The next day, everybody's rolling into the Empire and they see the caution tape, don't cross, shit went crazy yesterday. Cookie was acting like a mother, like crazy. And, you know, no one knows what happened because remember, Lucious told the security guard to leave. So there was no one else in the building except for Cookie and Lucious. And of course, he has Thirsty scrubbing and erasing the security footage because only Thirsty knows what really went down. And Anika comes in and she's like, oh my God, what happened? And I'm like, bitch, get the fuck off my camera screen. Don't nobody care about your nasty ass, sleeping with the son, having a baby by him ass, killing Rhonda ass hoe. Ain't nobody caring about you. And I don't care about nobody's Anika. Fuck out of here. That whole storyline is twisted and disgusting. He's like, oh, nothing happened. You know, it was some people came in. They're still checking the security footage. Go enjoy your day. Nice to have you back. Like, ain't nobody know nice to have her back. Then all of nowhere, you know, Marty comes into the mix. And we're like, who the hell is Marty? I'm like, what the hell? And then Miss Walker like, is that a boy or is that a girl? I'm like, oh shit. Damn. Usually when you have to wonder and ask that kind of question, it's usually a girl. But you're like, damn, she looks like a boy. Either way, it was crazy because that sounds like something someone her age would say. It was weird. Shout out to my girl from ABDC. I forget her name and I tried looking her up, but I can't remember her name. I think it's like Khalees or Camilla or Kashawa or something with a K. I think it was a K or a C. But she's a bad chick. She's in everybody's music video. She's on everybody's stage. She's looking hot to death, fresh. And Marty is checking her out. And I'm like, yes, give my girl some play. Give my girl some play on Empire because she's just the bomb. Like, I think Catrice or something. Y'all know her name. What is her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. But she's phenomenal. She's does splits and tricks and all pirouettes and all that shit. And she's a great hip hop. Like she does so many dances. But if she was in Flavor 8 or 8 Flavors of a Lollipop or some shit on America's Best Dance Crew, she's not really with the girls anymore, but all of the girls in their own right are phenomenal, but she just stays booking work and stays in front of on my TV screen. So shout out to her. Phenomenal girl. Hakeem is directing Tiana's new video, and honestly, I like Hakeem and Tiana's relationship. I think they should stand the test of time and last. I don't really like Hakeem and Naomi Campbell, or Hakeem and Nessa, or Hakeem and fucking Anika. Hakeem and Tiana, that's the relationship that needs to last. Lee Daniels, let it rip. Yes, indeed. And you know, they kissing and sharing kisses. Tiana don't want no parts of Bella, and I don't blame her. I don't give a hell if that's your daughter or whatever, but she came from that nasty, vile situation that y'all had going on in the fucking fucked up family y'all got, twisted shit y'all got. And you know, Miss Walker comes to pay Hakeem a visit with Marty. And she's like, you know, who's that girl? Can we have that girl come over here? And they called her in the show, they called her, what did they call her? They called her Quintana in the show, but that's not her, like, I don't know her fucking name. But Miss Walker asks her to take this white handkerchief, drop it in front of, give it to Marty, drop it in front of Marty, bend over so that Marty can see the assets. And I'm like, what type of twisted shit? So Quintana's like, this means that I'm going to be in the music video, right? Because I don't know what she asking me. And Hakeem was like, well, if you make my grandma happy, you will be in the video. I'm like, oh my God, these lions are always twisted and just doing crazy shit and forcing people to do things that they don't want to do. It's insane. But you know, Miss Walker then goes and says, well, what's going on with Tiana? Is she going to be Bella's new, you know, mama? Because I like Tiana. She needs to be with Bella, and I'm like, oh Lord, this whole family is twisted. Like, what the hell? Tori Ash and Mr. Jamal are working on music. By the way, y'all should check out Jussie Smollett's video. It's off the chain. I'm sure y'all already saw it, but it's a shout out to you, Jussie. Shout out to you. I had a very enlightening, very open discussion with a buddy of mine last night. We were talking about everything under the sun, from Jussie Smollett's video to the concept of allowing one to have their own opinion, i.e. Miss Burrell, Kim Burrell, and Donald Trump, and how he feels they have the right to speak their minds, and blah blah blah. And you know, we talked about top and bottom, and we talked about the concept of transgender and the mental makeup of the mind for someone to believe that they should be or was meant to be a female. Like, we went all over the place. All over the place. Great conversation, and typically speaking, like when you speak to a regular average old Joe, they really wouldn't have been able to get through the whole entire conversation. But I believe that because we are diverse and we are a minority, that we should all be able to listen to differences of opinion. I'm just saying. But anyways, I didn't mean to get off the subject. Culture Club will be starting back, and I want to get in depth with conversations like that on the Culture Club. If you live in Atlanta, then just hit me up. You need to be over 21, right? Anyways, Tori Ash, I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't gonna last, like the relationship between Jamal and her wasn't gonna last that long, because she seems like a soloist. She doesn't seem like someone that's ready to play fair or be a partner. So whatever. Nessa and Andre are looking at apartments. Andre wants to meet Danger and his associates. Nessa is worried, and Frida is here to make a drop. And, you know, when Andre goes to introduce himself to Danger or whatever, Danger doesn't want any part of any new entry into the fold. So he snorts up his snot and spits it out. Fucking disgusting. Like, that's disgusting. You know when you go like that and you swallow, your throat is not supposed to hold all that nasty shit. And it doesn't go into your digestive system. It sits there. So all of that bacteria and pollution that your nose hears collects, and mucus that goes up in your brain, and you snort it down and you swallow it, you're making your body sick. You're supposed to or blow your nose. But that shit was disgusting. That was disgusting. That was nasty. Angelo goes to see Cookie. They look good together. They do. They looked good together. You know, and he, you know, goes to grab her and he hasn't seen her in a while and he wants to like make love and shit to her and he sees the bruises and he's like, what's this? What's going on? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I have to talk to you. I'm like, yes, tell him. Tell him. Tell him. But she doesn't because he hoists her up and then they go in the bedroom and they fuck. I mean, I don't want to take Diggs to hoist me up any way. Like, what? Cookie then goes to visit Lucious and says, don't you think we need to talk? And then that raggedy ass hoe comes out the bathroom, buttoning up her top and shit, nasty skank, with Lucious. And I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. And so, you know, Cookie's like, don't you want better for, you need to want better for your life. And I'm like, yeah, you do, hoe, crack hoe. You need to want better for your life. Anyways, Cookie and Lucious decide to come to an understanding that no one needs to know about what happened last night. And I'm like, great, because we don't even need to talk about this shit because that was crazy. And she was upset and it was what it was. Let's leave it alone. And then they go back into the one-liners dissing each other, which I kind of love. Becky and the crack whore Anika, right. You know, they're discussing the whole Tiana situation and, you know, Becky gives her the rundown, kind of like a I don't feel like talking to you anyway, ho, but I'm going to give you the rundown type shit. And she lets her know all about the album and Anika's like, Becky, I know you wanted this job, but hey, you know, you went from being a great assistant, but, you know, I think you could use a little work, you know, maybe in a couple years you can have my job. And I'm like, girl, Becky been running it low key. Becky been running all of this since season 1, low key. Matter of fact, high key out that ass. So I'm like, Anika, go have several seats, go make another baby with somebody else's son and their brother together, whatever you do, go do that. And then, you know, Tiana comes up and she's like, hey, you want to come check out my rehearsal thing? You know, what I got going on? Anika's like, nah, you're with my baby father and I still want to bang him. And so I'm not comfortable right now in this setting. You know, I'm used to being a whore. So I'm just going to have to like vacate the premisi. But, you know, Becky can definitely do it. I trust in her and I believe her and she's in charge. And, you know, Becky gives her a hug and shit. I thought she was going to say, thank you, crack bitch. That's what I thought she was going to say, but she didn't. Right. Tori Ash wants to get dirty with Jamal, but not on the sexual tip like it was, you know, Jamal with Alicia off keys that particular time during that particular season. But Tori just wants to really get dirty and grimy and gritty with the I'm like, girl, who's listening to that? Then Cookie comes in and she's like, that's hot, but you need to add this, throw that stank on it, and then Jamal throw your little high-pitched Michael Jackson onto it, and then, you know, Tori come chase Michael Jackson down the street. And I'm like, okay, that's hot. I like Cookie's version of what all that was that they were cooking up. I liked Cookie's version. So I was like, okay, that's great. Cookie tells him to delete it off the hard drives. Do not leave this shit in here. Do y'all thing, but delete the shit off the hard drives. Jamal punk ass don't listen. He leaves and says, leave it on the hard drive. I want to come back and tweak it later. Of course, Lucious kills his narrow, evil ass in and he's like, oh, this is hot. This is hot. Now I got something in my mind that I want to work with. So the following day, Lucious got the whole squad up in the studio. And it is what it is. And, you know, Jamal was all in his feelings like, Dad, why did you do this to me again? Why do you keep doing this? You're the reason why I was in rehab. You wanna go to rehab? I said, no, 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 Dad. Then he like flies off, drives off or whatever. And you know, we get a flashback of Cookie telling Lucious during this whole same routine back in the day when he's caught up in the music that she was preggers. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I mean, whatever. Then Tori is the last person to leave. And then Lucious says to Tori, hey, I really like your music. You do a great thing. So that kind of lets Tori know that maybe I should leave Jamal and like go with the daddy. And I'm like, okay, this is another Anika bitch. Don't really care for her either now because these self-proclaimed whores, I just don't like them anymore. Once you do my bro Jamal and the good people bad, we not here. We not here. Miss Walker and Tariq still got some business going on with each other, and I'm like, girl, this old ass woman is sneaky as shit. She like, I don't like Anika ass. Get rid of Anika. I don't want her no more. And I'm like, you know what? Grandmama, I don't want her no more either. So yeah, Tariq, do your job because you can't get Lucious down for whatever reason. So, you know, get Anika ass down. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Miss Walker. Tariq finds the hoe Anika and she says, he tells her, you know, look, you either have to do this or it's a wrap for you. And I'm like, damn, all right. But don't sell out Cookie. Like, what? Don't, what Cookie? What? But anyways, he threatens her. Then, you know, Andre and Exhibit go talk, you know, Andre and Exhibit have a talk, and, you know, Andre's, Exhibit is like, Shine is like, you know, Nessa's telling me that you're doing these pills or whatever. And Nessa tells me everything, so you're just gonna have to deal with that bullshit. And, you know, Andre's like, well, you know, I do take mood stabilizers and I would never lay a hand on Nessa. And why don't you just ask me the question that you want to ask me? I'm gonna kill my father once the deal is done. I'm like, okay. I don't think, low key though, I don't think Exhibit is going to go along with killing Lucious because him and Lucious have a long history of dealing with each other. And whether or not Exhibit wants to realize it, Lucious has definitely had more positive situations with him than not. And I mean, look at what he's accomplished now. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Besides, not too many people will go against Lucious but fucking Andre. And I'm trying to figure out why Andre still is not going against Anika. But whatever. I digress. Anika tells Hakeem to take care of the baby. She has to make a run for it and go to Family Dollar to pick up a bra. And I'm like, okay, whatever, we don't care. Then Jamal was like, okay, but I'll take the baby, I guess. Then from there, we got, you know, Portia, I think it's, yeah, Portia, is seeing that people or the feds are looking for Cookie at the front desk of the Empire facility. And so, you know, she runs up to Cookie and like, Cookie, look, listen, where has Portia been? Portia needs to be in more. She's like, Cookie, listen, they're looking for you. So she calls Angelo. Angelo comes to the rescue. She comes out from behind a dumpster and runs into the car. I'm like, girl, what are we doing? And I know Angelo is like, what the fuck is this shit? What kind of, like, what the hell? So then he is like, oh, take me to Lucious's house. And Cookie's like, no, baby, I don't think you want to do that. Tay-Day's like, fuck that. We gonna have a problem. He gonna know who he dealing with. I said, ooh. And I'm like, I say yes. Get a little moist up in the seat. When a man gets control of the situation, he becomes zany. Right. At least that's what Cookie was feeling. Right. Jamal tells Derek he doesn't want any more D, and I'm like, okay, good, because I like the other dude better anyway, like the assistant hired help, whatever his name was. I like him better anyway. Derek is cute, but he's cute for that one-night stand situation. But Jamal tells me he's not here for the down low dude. He's not open and honest, and Jamal wants to be open and honest. So deuces to that, and I'm feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem brings Bella on the set. Tiana gets a liking to Bella. And I'm like, all right, this is awkward and weird, but whatever. He is a father now. He brought this beautiful girl into the world. Let's just take care of her, I guess. This is me speaking as, you know, Tiana, because this is not my responsibility. Kind of like, you know, Karuchi. Tiana's like Karuchi. Right. Tiana is like Karuchi, and Hakeem is the Chris Brown of this situation. Right, but, you know, Hakeem didn't beat nobody up. But, I mean, that's, yeah, Tiana is Karuchi, straight up. Then what happens after that? Tay Diggs, a.k.a. Angelo, approaching Lucious was fucking hilarious. Because Lucious is quick to remind him, wait, hold on, brother, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but let me explain something to you real quick. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But go ahead, Tay. Go ahead, Tay. Go ahead, Tay. I mean, Lucious ain't no punk. Lucious don't give a fuck. He ain't no punk. Tay Diggs come talk about you have to scratch your way to power. I was born with it. I said, ooh, okay, all right, all right. He said, I'm gonna make you experience things, and what he said, if you come after me, or if you deal with me, or if you mess with me, you're gonna have to experience pain that you've never experienced in your life. Then he's gonna talk about, we're gonna thug up and be like, believe that. I'm like, oh Lord, child, bye, go somewhere. Go somewhere, Tay. Go somewhere, Tay. Go somewhere, Tay Diggs. Go somewhere. Cause, you know, Lucious is laughing in the background and Cookie smirking like, that's my man. I'm like, child, your man about to get got. Don't mess with Lucious, because Lucious... That shit was hilarious. Lucious mentions to Jamal that he can have a new area to film and record, and then Tori Ash comes out playing music, and then once again, Lucious suckers Jamal. And Jamal is like, oh, I can't get with you. You get on my nerves. And then, you know, Tori didn't think that Jamal would care, but, you know, Tori feels a little bad. A little. But she doesn't chase after him. Then we see Jamal with the assistant alcohol dude, whatever his name was. I can't remember. But he's beautiful. You know, they have their little time. And, you know, obviously the guy is feeling Jamal and Jamal is feeling him, but he's like, okay, maybe I should go. And then Jamal grabs him and was like, no, maybe you should stay. And I'm like, oh, that's so hot. I wish a situation like that could happen for me. But you know, guys don't really, it's hard. It's hard. It's so hard, you know, because I be one. Okay, I'm sorry. I just be one at that moment to find someone that could really like show me that love. And it's hard, you know, it's really difficult being in this situation and not being able to find love. And sing. And you know, the best, what we gonna call this? And the Oscar goes to, for the reenactment of some shit that happened during Empire. Wesley, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I be trying. Y'all need to have me up in these motherfucking I need to be on TV, goddammit. I'm trying. I've been on auditions and shit. I'm trying. Lee Daniels, you need to hire me to play a role, goddammit. You need to hire me to play a motherfucking role, goddammit, Lee Daniels. I need all y'all to tweet Lee Daniels this motherfucking review. That's what y'all need to do, because I need to be on somebody's Empire. That's all I'm saying. And then the last part of this whole situation, we have Cookie and Angelo and Candace eating, and only takeaway from this moment is where he said, you know, wait till let's see if I become mayor first, and then I'll think about it. That was a red flag, because I'm like, okay, what happens when you become mayor? Are you going to leave me? Like, that's how I kind of got that kind of vibe from what he said. And then we meet, I think her name is Juliana. I think that's what Raphael called her. But Nia Long kills Raphael during the deal between Danger, who gets shot by Exhibit, and Andre. And some reason or another, Juliana is the wife, I guess. She now has control over Raphael's assets within Vegas. And at the end of the day, Andre strikes a deal with Juliana. But in my mind, I thought that Juliana was, or Nia Long, whatever her name is, was an ex of Lucious. Or are they going to spin it and say that she's coming in as a love interest for Lucious as opposed to an ex? Because I'm like, if she was an ex, she would already know what, but then again, she already knows Andre anyway. I don't know what this whole Nia Long thing is going to do, but now that Anika is out of the way, thank the Lord, Jesus. Now we just have to deal with Nia's punk behind dealing with the Lion family. But anyways, what did you guys think of this episode? And what did you guys think of the review? Leave your comments below. I read them all. Yes. And I will be responding back to all of the comments on all of the last 17,000 videos that I've uploaded on A Connection TV, which, by the way, you should watch them all over the weekend. Deuces! Oh, wait, no. No. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. I'm supposed to be interviewing the guy that wrote Moonlight tonight. Hopefully that happens, because I would love to give y'all that interview. Deuces.